Hey guys, Rich Bassini here, YouTube vlog creator. As you can see the title over there, I found the free YouTube Analytics website and I want to show you how to use it, and I think it's somewhat pretty accurate and it's 100% free according to their website. So let's get right to it and let me show you how I'm going to use it there, or how you're going to need to use it. First off, what you want to do is go to your YouTube homepage, which I'm in right now. And what you want to do is when you click on your little picture, your icon of me, well, this is my icon, of course. I'm going to go over here to settings, and we're going to go to settings. I'm going to go to view advanced settings, and over here you're going to see user ID and channel ID. Okay, so leave this window open, don't close it out, and we're going to go over here to YT Peak. Okay, that's what it's called, YT Peak Premium Analytics, and I will drop the link, the URL in the comment section so you guys can check it out for yourself. As you can see here, it says Professional YouTube Analytics Platform, unlock your YouTube potential, professional grade analytic tools, analyze, optimize, and grow your YouTube channel, get detailed insight, track performance, and make data-driven decisions. And then over here, it'll say to try the demo. You can start analyzing now. And if you look over here, it'll say 100% free, no registration required, right? Real-time results, okay? Trusted by content creators worldwide. Join thousands of creators who rely on our professional grade analytics tools for YouTube success. So let's try it out. We'll go over some things with you guys, and we'll see what you think. All right, so far they got 50,000 plus active users. They got 1 million channels analyzed here, 99.9% of the time uptime, which is good. And it's got over here the average response is 1 second, whatever response here. But anyway, let's check it out. Okay, so here's what you got when you scroll down here: featured analytic tools, monetization checker, channel ID finder, earnings calculator, right? So let's go over here to the monetization checker. Okay, now when you come over here, it's going to bring you to this window, and you're going to see over here, unlock your channel's full revenue potential with the comprehensive analysts, real-time YPP eligibility check, and data-driven growth strategies, right? Get professional insights that help creators maximize their monetization success. So over here, it'll say enter YouTube channel URL, ID, or username. Now I find that when I use the channel ID, I get good results with it. You could check out the other ones, but I always like to go with the ID. So what you're going to do is you're going to go back to YouTube channel, and you're going to go over here, right, where it says copy. You're going to copy it, right? And then you're going to go back over here to that website there, and you're going to right click and paste it. And then it's going to say analyze channel. You're going to click it on, and this is the information it brought up. Somewhat pretty accurate, I have to honestly say. If you look over here, 916 for total views, right? Over here you can see it here. And if you go to Social Blade, it's pretty much the same thing. It's pretty accurate, okay? The videos, the subscribers, and the year I started in 2013. Okay, so if you look at it, it's pretty much accurate as far as that part goes, you know, in regards to when I started a YouTube channel. It also tells you the date too and stuff as you go along. So if we scroll down a little over here, we could just read a little into it. Let's go over here. Like that, for example, my YouTube channel has been monetized back in 2021. And it gives a little green thing here, wording. It says likely monetized. Yes, 87% confidence. Analyst level, very high. And again, it'll tell you this is the date. Today is 12/13/2025. And yes, this is the time right now I'm doing it. Okay, but let's look a little more over here. Okay, so subscribers, 1.7K. YPP eligible, total followers, okay? Then it gives you the 0.2% of the benchmark. Total views, that's what we just showed you with the social media. Social Blade, of course. All right, and they give you a little information over here, 0.9% benchmark. Videos, yes, I am working towards it. If we go back over here, it's over here, 2,430 videos so far since the time I started this YouTube channel. So that's pretty much accurate as far as I'm concerned. The engagement is high, right? Audience interaction, 100% of the benchmark. And if we keep going down here, monetization indicators, live analysis, okay, YouTube partner program. It's telling you, right, subscribers, it's pretty much accurate right there, okay? 168, right? That's what they got over here. And if we go back over here to Social Blade, same thing. So, all right, so I'm comparing the two. Okay, some of you may beg to differ, say, I don't know, I go with it. Social Blade gives estimated figures when it comes to money, okay, like what they make monthly, what you make yearly and stuff like that. I can attest to this though. What you see on Social Blade, if people look me up, and you can look up any YouTube creator on there, the estimates are not always accurate. Let's say, for example, they say I get $20 or $30 a month. That's further from the truth, because I'll give you an example. When it comes to getting paid from YouTube, they don't release the funds until you hit the $100 mark. $100 and over, that's when they release the funds. You could get it through a check, or you can get it through direct deposit. I like direct deposit. It's more safer than getting a check in the mail. So you can't always go by that. And I'm not like the only one saying that. I heard that from other YouTubers that I guess they check out their web channel, their YouTube channel on Social Blade. Okay, so you can't always go by that there. That's why they say they're estimated. Okay, I'm not saying I'm making big bucks off it. No, I'm not. Okay, but I don't always go by those figures. All right, upload frequency. Content uploads helps build audience, and then I'll give you a little information over here with that. Okay, 16.2 videos a month. Some cases could be. I try to do it every day, so probably that number would probably be a little different. I would say it probably turn out to be 30 videos a month, because I try to do a video every day. Sometimes I do 2 in one day. So that could change, but I'm not looking at this here in a bad way. I'm just trying to say that could be, that number could be off a little. Okay. Geographic eligibility, YPP availability in your location, eligible. Engagement rate, audience interaction with the content, 13.1%, not too bad. But as you keep going down, right, you'll see channel age, right, channel maturity and history, 150 months. Average view per video, average performance per video is 377. Video duration, average content length analyst is 9 minutes and 38 seconds. Okay, so let's scroll down a little bit. Then over here it says content consistency, regular publishing schedule, 18%. So I would think it would be a little higher than that. But again, I'm not criticizing the website. I think it's, to me honestly, I'm very happy with the results, what I see with this here. Some people may beg to differ. Okay, so let's scroll down a little more, see what they had over here, share this with you guys. And we're gonna jump around and go to other sites as well, other parts of this here as well. Okay, so we got over here monetization factor analysis, a detailed report right here. And I'll tell you, subscriber count, good, right? Over here, watch time estimates, good. Content quality, neutral. Okay, and it also gives you the score here. It gives you the scores on basically a lot of these things here. Okay, you could read it. You could pause this video if you want and read it. I don't care. It's, even though it's my information, I don't care. What am I showing here, right? Over here, it's got the channel authority, good. Community health, needs work. It'll tell you right there, needs work. See, 9% health score, engagement consistency, and quality. Okay, so it's telling you got to work on that there. Content suitability, good. 75% advertiser-friendly score. I would think it'd be even higher than that, because my YouTube channel, for all intents and purposes, it's a channel to help inspire and share. I don't do any zany antics or do any crazy things on there to get views or get subscribers. I just put it out there, and like I said, I consider it a kid-safe channel, okay, as far as I'm concerned. I think that would be higher, but again, remember one thing, a lot of this stuff is being pulled off of YouTube as well. Policy compliance, good. 3.25 compliance checks passed. I would think they would be a little higher on that day, because for the simple reason is every time I post a video, I don't get any warnings or anything like that. So again, I'm not saying anything in a derogative way about this website. I do like it. 8 positive factors, right? 1 neutral factor. And it'll go by the color, and that's right up here. It'll even tell you content quality, right? All right, 50% quality score, titles and descriptions, SEO, whatever, neutral. Okay, and then I'll tell you the negative one right here. That's this guy here in red. Okay, needs work. So I like that part of it. That's pretty good as far as that goes. And then you got your channel information here, which is true. Location, that's what I have. They're getting that information. Again, these things here, this information right here is coming off of YouTube, and also it can like what do you call cross-reference it with Social Blade, and that's accurate. Okay. The analyst confidence, very high, 87%, which is not too bad. And then they got the advanced analytics over here. Okay, average view duration, consistency, trending potential, what do you call it? The established retention, whatever. Estimated retention, 100%. And then Thursday, best upload day. Tells you the best time to upload, right? And these are the videos, and they also score the recent videos I posted out. So let's just see over here. Let's look a little into this here, okay? And over here, as you can see, and even give the performance score. Like this one here I did a couple days ago, right? Well, actually, I did it yesterday. This one here got a performance score of 41%. This one here was done the 11th, 42. This one here was done December 10th, 40. And over here, the 9th, this is 40, 42, 41. Let's see, is there any more in here that they picked out? No, I guess not. Okay, so over here, and then it goes on to say here, top performing videos 5, and it tells you right here. You could still use, this is the one I did recently. And it says over here, you could still use all the video cameras and all the iPhones to make YouTube videos. And again, it gives you the score here as well. But these are the top performing videos, the 5 right here, okay? If we keep scrolling down a little more, review revenue analysts and projections. And this is what we were talking about before. This is estimated. Okay, these are estimated. These are pretty much almost the same information again that you'll see if you look at the Social Blade. I put the information out there for you guys. If you use it, that's great. If you decide to go with other ones, that's great too. I'm not saying it in a derogative way about the other ones, but I think this is pretty good, and I'm very happy with it, okay? So anyway, here's the revenue source breakdown. Again, you can look at this at your own leisure if you got the time. And that's as far as that goes with that there. We keep going around. AI-powered growth recommendations. Okay, this is pretty cool information here. You know, I'm not saying the other ones don't give you this information, but this one here is like, I don't know, it really digs into your YouTube channel as far as I'm concerned, and the way it gives you the information on there. That's what I like about it. Priority actions, growth opportunities. Okay, here, look at the one, priority actions. Improve video descriptions, add timestamps, links, and detailed explanations. 2, build community, create polls, questions and answers, and community post. Number 3, maintain consistent video quality and posting schedule. Number 4, you're close to monetization, focusing on on the remaining YPP requirements. Let's look at the growth opportunities. Ensure all content follows YouTube community guidelines and copyright policies. That's true. I've studied, I did videos on it as well. Improve content quality and SEO to increase average views per video, right? Good information. Encourage viewer interaction with calls to action and community engagement. Here's over here, AI analyst summary. Total recommendations, 87% and analyst confidence, right? Monetization to check off. And then again, they got growth recommendations, okay? As you can see here. Now, I want to go to some other ones here. I don't want to just basically focus. There's a lot of information here, folks. I mean, you could spend probably a good hour or better just going through all the features. So let's go over here. Let's go back to the beginning here, and let's go over here now. They got, again, and look at this here, 100% free, right, forever. All right. If we go over here and we see the tools, and this is the monetization we just did. This is the earnings calculator. This is the channel ID finder right here. I don't really need to go in there because I know what my channel ID is. And if you click over here, you can view all the tools, right? And if you go down here, these are featured ones. Again, we just checked out monetization checker, and they got some other ones I think here. Thumbnail downloader, use the tool, shadow ban detector, YouTube data viewer, and tag extractor. Okay, so they got other ones. But let's go over here to the earnings calculator, because a lot of people always like to, hey, you know, what do you guys make on YouTube, stuff like that. Now, this is just going to give you here, professional grade earnings estimation with regional CPM data, audience demographics, and ad revenue projections. Okay, so if we click it on here, this is what it's going to have here. Now, this one here, I don't think it's going to work off of my information. I don't believe it will. Maybe it does. I don't know. I don't remember doing this here. I mean, I remember doing it, but I don't remember putting my channel ID. So maybe this might just be an estimate based on your YouTube channel. For example, videos, right over here, video views, number of views. And if you watch over here, you're going to see these numbers change, okay? Cost per mil. Now, I'm a small YouTuber, okay? So when you start changing these things, like over here, primary audience region, right, where the most of your viewers are located. Okay. Now, as far as I know, I do get some from different countries watching my videos, and that you could get that information off the YouTube analytics. If you go into your analytics, you can see that there. But if you click over here, watch the numbers change. Okay, watch the numbers change when you go to different countries here. All right, for the United States, this is here. Look over here. It says your share. This would be YouTube share, right? What if this is the total? Now I have to be upfront and honest with you. When it comes to getting paid from YouTube, I don't bring in this monthly thing. Like I said, there's no way I'm not even near this here. I'm a small YouTuber. I have under 2,000 subscribers. I can't even get 2,000 subscribers, but I'm working on it, right? But watch when I change it over here. And you see over here, United States, $10.26. Watch when you see Australia. This is interesting. Watch the numbers change. 307, that's for Australia. Norway, 281. United Kingdom, 261. And if you keep going through it here, Germany, this is the revenues and the split share between YouTube and what you're going to get. That's your share. I'm reading the share part. This is the total ad revenue. This is from AdSense. Okay, Canada. All right. Again, this is if you want to look at the total ad revenue. That's what it's going to be. That's what your share is going to be, right? Okay. So you go over here to Poland. That's what it's going to be. India, really small amount there. Your share. France. Same thing, you know, not bad. I mean, for a small YouTuber, it's not bad. Japan, Brazil, and global average. Okay. Now, if you go, let's go back to the United States here, and you notice the numbers over here change. Now, watch when you go to this here. You could use this slide bar. This is what I said. This is what I think. Basically, it gives you an idea of what your channel can be making is if you have the views. That is. So if you move this over here, look at the numbers change. And even down here, let me move up a little here so you can see it. Look at the numbers over here change, okay? As I do the videos, video views. I'm hitting the little slide bar, and you can see, watch the numbers change, okay? Top estimated based on your current settings. Now, this would be great if I was bringing this in. I would love to do this here, but look at the amounts of money that comes in, right? And the figures there. Look at the figures, okay? Now, if you guys do try this here, and you find that you're getting different readings or maybe something I might be misunderstanding, please correct me, okay? You know, I respond to nice comments, so please don't leave any nasty ones, okay? I don't respond to nasty comments, but this is just to give you a little overview when you keep scrolling it over here. And if you take it without wasting too much time, you go right to 10 million video views. That's the money right there, okay? And this is what your share would be. Out of the total ad revenue, 121,000, you would get out of it after you take the split. YouTube gets their share. I got eBay more money, right? YouTube, this would be your share. Okay, so that's how that works with that part. All right, and then again, you could do the thing over here. Same thing, cost per mil. If you ante this up, look what happens. Look at the revenues. Look at this. Look at the estimated revenue based on the top here, and look at the numbers down here. Look at this. Okay. That's based on what, $16, whatever. Let's go to 25. Look at this. That would be awesome. I wouldn't mind having that there for a share, right? All right. Anyway, and then that number will change too. If you keep all of these both here set for the backs, watch what happens. Look at the numbers again, right? Watch. Okay, they change. All right, they change. I tell you the truth. I mean, if I was getting any of this type of revenue, I'd be very happy and satisfied with it. But that's me, okay? The U.S. is, of course, you're going to get the most revenue out of this here. So let's move down a little more. We'll leave that the way it is, okay? And if we keep going down, you're going to come to your primary content category. Now, check this out. Again, look at these numbers when I go through different categories. Now, I always heard from other YouTubers, the finance and business, those categories do pretty good. Watch the number change here. This is conservative. Check this out. Watch when numbers change when I hit this on. You see a big change there? See how it changed? Okay, this one's finance and business. This is digital marketing, right? This is the total revenue. Look how much YouTube gets from it. That's That's not bad. I mean, but that would be your share. Nothing to sneeze at, I'll be honest with you. Here, education and tutorials. Now, by me showing you this here, this is just to give you guys out there who are new YouTubers, who are going to start a YouTube channel, these are things you might think about. Say, you know what, maybe I'll check this one out. You know, maybe I'll go with that category. My category is under entertainment. I think I'm going to change it around because, I don't know. Well, I'm going to go through them and you'll see what I'm talking about. Keep looking at well, over here where my revenue scenarios are. Okay, let's go over here, how-to style. Not bad, right? Gaming. Okay, see the numbers changing, all right? This is your share. This is what you'd be getting out of it at 1.2 million, 1,123,000. Anyway, technology, okay? It's not bad if you're going to start something with technology. Business and entrepreneurship. And they're going over here based on the dollar. This is cost per mil, if I'm not mistaken, right? Whatever, or what they're paying. Look at over here. Out of almost $3 million, they get almost $1 million, and you're going to come out with $2 million, whatever, right? Plus. And over here, this is a lower engagement, 50%. If you did, that's what it would come out to be. Okay, entertainment. Here's my category. All right. I would be happy with that. I'd be happy with that, but I'm not saying, you know, I would think if people to ask me, what do you think are categories? You think that really, well, let's put it this way. I think when it comes to starting a YouTube channel, pretty much, I would say pretty much you should try to get into a category where it's going to fit your niche, if you want to call it that there. My YouTube channel, for all intents and purposes, to help inspire and share. So it'd be more like a news type of thing here. Okay, and I think we're going to get that in a little bit at the bottom. But you can see with the figures there, the amount of money that you're getting for it, it's not that great. But look, when I started this YouTube channel back in 2013, my channel wasn't monetized. I wasn't thinking about the money part of it. You know, the monetary thing didn't come into play. I didn't come into that until they started, talking about, about the YouTube partner program, So like I said, I couldn't give you statistics. I couldn't break it down and say, well, so far, how much did you make since 2021 to 20? I don't know. I mean, I really can't break it down. I mean, I could, but I don't really share those things because it's nothing really to write home about. You know what I'm saying? But just to give you just a general idea, with the, since I became a part of the YouTube Partner Program, base it this way. If you want to just get a general idea, the way they have it with their threshold is $100 and above is when they release the funds to you. So basically, if it's concurrent where you're making, $100 plus, but let's just round it off to $100, that's $1,200 for the year. Okay, so if you said, well, I monetized since 2021, and then you could give a breakdown like that. But the way YouTube works is kind of funny because right now, it looks like I'm projected to get, well, it depends if the end of the month, if I'm going to meet that threshold, I might make it again. Last month I got paid for it, and that's all through AdSense. So this month coming up, I don't know. I'm looking at the earnings scale, that every time I click on the earnings on my iPhone there, I see it, and it looks like the number's going up. Am I going to meet that threshold for this month, for December to get paid in January? I don't know. I might. It depends how many views I get, how many sponsors that go on there, or people click that on there. There's little variables with it, so I really can't say. If I don't make it, and whatever the balance is, let's say for December, it'll carry over to January. So let's say for December, I only did. Revenue is only $50. I'm using as an example, just throwing a number out there. Let's say for December, I only hit up to $50, whatever. And then, so I'm not going to get nothing for December. Well, it's going to be contributing. It'll go into hopefully January. So if I meet the threshold, then I'll get paid in January. And they usually do it the 21st, I think, and the 23rd or something like that of the month. They usually tell you the breakdown when they're going to release the funds to you. So it's in that category around that time. I think the 21st and 23rd, something like that. And that's how that would work. So unless I'm hitting those marks every month where I'm actually hitting 100 plus before the month is over, then that's okay. Then I'll get it for that pay. I'll get it for that month, whatever. But if I don't meet that threshold, it'll carry over to the following month. That's how that works. Okay, so let's keep going on. Look at music. Again, not that bad. Yeah, if you're using YouTube as a a side gig here. You know, it's not bad if you can make a little extra cash here and there. You know, it could help out in some ways, you know. This is really nothing to sneeze at, but I'm just trying to say, I'm looking at the total ad revenue and what you're coming out with. It's not that bad according to these figures. Okay, here's health and fitness, same thing, you know. Give you an idea. Here's lifestyle and vlogs. All right, check this one out, right? Look at that, lifestyle and vlogs. All right, here's comedy and memes. Okay. I'm looking at the share part. But remember one thing, folks. If you're getting that kind of money, you got to let the IRS know about it, of course. When you become when I joined the YouTube Partner Program, and I know this applies to everybody's in there, you got to fill out that 1099 form and fill it out. I get mine, so far I've been getting mine every year. Well, since the time I got my channel monetized, but you know, that revenue's got to go in there. It's got to go with income. Here's sports, okay, and here's news and politics. All right. To change it, to actually change your thing. Let's say you say, you know what? Maybe I want to change my category. How can I do it all in one shot? You know, and there is a way to do it, and I'll show you. But you know what? Matter of fact, before I get thrown off, let me show you how that's done really quick, okay? Let's go over here again. I showed you how to get here, okay? Play the video back. Let's say you want to do that there. You say, you know what? I want to change the category. You know, this guy, he put this video and say, I want to change it. So let me show you how it's done. Let's go back over here to my channel, okay? And here we are, right? And what I want to do is, I want to go here to the left side here and scroll down, right? Where you hit your videos, okay? And this is how it's going to be. This is how you would do it, folks. If you want, now I got 2,000, what? Let's see, what's over here? Let's go to, Social Blade. I got 2,430 videos. I know. Well, that took many years to get that. Let me tell you something. Just because I have that many videos doesn't make me a YouTube expert or a guru, okay? It just means I make a lot of videos. All right, so let's go back over here. And when you come over here, you're going to see filter, right? When you click this on, you're going to get 30 selected, like it'll do 30 videos, or you select all. Now, when you select all, I'm going to do one. But if I selected all, this is how it would be for all 2,430 videos. Okay, let me show you really quick. Let me uncheck this here. Let's just say I want to do this one here. I really don't want to. I don't want to really do this here. But let me just do one. You could do one. You can do one. Go over here like this here, and you can change it. Okay, just the one. And what you want to do is you're going to go over here. It says more actions. Not this one. No, I'm sorry. Edit. Go to the edit if I'm not mistaken here. Yeah, here we go. I'm sorry. More action. That's just something else. That's you want to delete it. You would go there. Okay. Now you're going to see title, description, tags, visibility, and so on and so forth. You're going to scroll down to category. You're going to click that on, and now it's going to bring this window up. Okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to go over here, and it's going to be a pull down. You can hit that arrow. It's going to be a pull down menu. Now. Here it's going to say autos and vehicles, comedy, education, entertainment, which that's what my category is right now. Film and animation, gaming, how to and style, music, news and politics, nonprofits and activism, people and blogs, pets and animals, science, technology, sports, and travel and events. Now, what I would do, okay, if I don't do the news part, even though I say I share news stories, and ideas for the content creator, I would do this because I'm more like a vlogger. They should change the category. You click on people and blogs, right? And now when I click this on to update the video, it'll just be this one. It will change everything to people and blogs. But anyway, you can see all the categories, see how they change. This one here I was always told with finance, people love talk about finance. If you're a person that knows a lot about finance, or you know, that reminds me of that gentleman there. I can't think of his name. I can't remember. He deals with that there. He deals with finances and real estate and stuff like that. I can't think of his name. He does very well for himself. does very well, and these are the type of revenues he gets. Because I seen he put on there his gross income, what he gets from that there, you know, for the month, whatever, and he does really good. When it says your estimated what you're going to get, that's what he's going to get at the end of the month. It was, I wish I could remember his name. It was over 2,000. It was 2 million. It was like, no, 2 million plus what he was going to get for that month. It's like, wow. You know, it's like, oh, that would be great. All right. Anyway, so you got an idea with that. Let's scroll down a little more over here and see what else they have here. This is, you know, conservative. Again, they break it down to revenue scenarios, different performance outcomes, as I just showed you with all the different categories. Realistic, expected performance, that's that. Optimistic, you know, higher engagement, 60 plus, whatever, you know, 60%. That's not bad revenue. And again, you could also change it over here too. See, again, they got these little slide bars here. If you look over here and you slide it over, this is like over here 60 minutes stuff. Now, you don't see really much of a changeover, but I guess that's what it's default at, whatever. 8 minutes can have mid-roll ads and ads, something like that. Okay, this here is the average video length. Longer videos can show more ads. Now, from what I understand, what I remember back a while back, that YouTube likes when your videos are longer. That's why people get confused sometimes. They say when you're starting off, it used to be a 10-minute video to 15 or 5 to 10, 15, something like that there. Those are the videos that are good. But when you have shorter videos like that, like I do YouTube Shorts, and with the revenue you get from them, it's a joke. But anyway, you're talking back then it was only a minute. So you're not going to really get many people advertise on it. Now it's like they got it up to 3 minutes, so they might be able to run an ad or two, whatever. But I heard YouTube likes when your videos are a little longer than 15 minutes or that, because the sponsors or whatever, the companies can run more ads on there. The more ads, you know, the people that apply for it and set, interact with it, the more money for YouTube, and then comes revenue for you guys, right? For us. So again, you know, this is something you got to look into, folks. Like I said again, I'm just putting this information out there, and it's for you guys to check out. Okay, here's the video format impact, how video formats affect your earnings. Shorts, I mean, that's basically what it is on my YouTube Shorts. That's what it comes out to about, 0.1%, whatever. And over here, the long form, it gives you a breakdown. Long form, you're definitely gonna make more money with the long form. Okay, all right. So that's how that works. Current stat, long form, and mid-roll ads, whatever. Right, 1% bonus, whatever. And then it gives you a little information over here, database estimates. Okay, all right. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. If you like this video or any of my other videos, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated to when I post on videos, please hit that bell notification icon. This is Rich Bassini signing off. Take care, and bye-bye for now.